Morning, welcome back to Alan's Allotment. It's the 17th, it's Saturday the 17th of September 2022. So today I'm going to concentrate on trying to finish this very last stretch on the outside perimeter fence. And while I was doing a measure up on the top for the top run and the bottom one, I came to this corner here and I'm looking down here and I'm thinking, this is still a mess, so I'm going to have to cover that. And then I thought, no, because it's still going to grow up between the two membranes. So what I've decided I'm going to do, if you can see down the back of here, it's a right old mess down there. But now that I have this kickboard at the bottom and I have the membrane here, I'm going to cut all of this chain linking out so that I can get right up to that board and trim right down there and keep that trimmed, and I won't need to put a second membrane on because I've got one there. So let's get cracking. That's Mary. That was Ty's chicken, my grandson's, and she's come to live here. Didn't you, lass? Really tame, this one. Lets you pick it up and everything. Right, half an hour later, guys, and we've got the wire netting off this fence. So all we're left now with is the green barrier netting and the kickboards we're putting on the other side of that pen. And as you can see, the chickens are helping out today. Already, as soon as I started doing that, they moved straight in. They will clear the weeds and they will clear all the high spots as well. They'll just constantly dig in there and help me out. And by the time I come to try and level that out a bit, then they will have done most of the work. So, still got that one to do. I'm doing it in two halves. We've took off the old rubber belting that was on there. It's actually rubber belting with steel through it. It was what was used to be used for fetching the coal up from the coal mine many years ago. So it's actually a reinforced rubber with steel braiding all the way through it. Lasts forever. So I'll put it in the sun to try and soften it a bit so we can re-utilise that as a bottom run on a fence or something. And there's a roll of chain linking. Probably never be used, but rolled up tidy and neat to store somewhere. Right, I never would have thought that was going to take me all day, but it did. So, but just putting that one piece up there, we've done lots of other things as well. We stripped all this fence back. Got all that done, and in the end we've now got, in effect, two fences done. Now I have done some jobs through the other side as well, cutting some wood, moving wood, tidying up in the shed and a few other bits and pieces. And Michelle landed up, and Andrew and one of the grandsons, to get some vegetables, tomatoes, cucumbers, etc. So some of the time was taken out having a chat, but there we go. As you can see, the hens, like I said, whilst I was getting on with that, they've been in there and weeded this for me pretty much, and cleaned the fence right back and levelled it out, more or less. Welcome back to Alan's Allotment. It's Sunday the 18th of September 2022. So I haven't videoed today. It's now 4 PM in the evening. So what I'm going to do now is spin you around and show you what we got done today. So the first thing we got done is we got all this wood moved that was piling up here again. We've got all that put away in the shed. That was the first job. Then we got that IBC that had collapsed around the back, and we dragged it round here. This has got to be levelled up, but that's where it's going to go, just flat on the ground. I'm not going to raise it this time, and I'll use the Bosch pump and drop it in from the top, just for the 2 greenhouses. Another jobbed. I had a lot more timber up here. I've moved that into that shed as well. And at long last, I've now finally got the chicken pen done. So we've got all of these put up. Most of the rubbish cleared up from here. Oh, the pile of rubbish wood that was down here as well, we've got that moved and put it all over here ready for burning. Got all this cleared down again and all the rubbish moved from there. I'm pretty wore out, guys. I think I'll be having a few days off now for the, well, not off, I'm at work, but I think I'll be having a break from the allotment for a little while. Definitely need a rest now. Right, and then I got these beds finished off. I've been wanting to do for I don't know how long. Basically they had gaps between the boards, and I've got them boarded and screwed on the front just to seal the edge there now, stop anything coming out through the side. Then we got ourselves a little harvest. We took the last of the kale. That's served me well since March. I've took a celery, 4 little leeks. The leeks have done atrocious this year, pretty much like the onions. I don't think anyone's really had a good year for onions and leeks so far. Then we've taken some more carrots. We've chopped out all of the stalks. We've left the root in, but we've chopped the stalks right off underground. Same with this sweet corn here. I'm just leaving it all on the path because the next job, when I do get to it, is turning the compost bins when I've emptied the chicken shed, so I've got me browns and greens, and start mixing again. I've come with another idea that I'm going to compost weeds. I'm going to mulch them up with the lawnmower in the chicken pen, and we're going to use just this one here for weeds, but we'll put browns in with it as well so they do break down. So you'll see now that I've also taken the last harvest of sweet corn. This is the second round sweet corn. Not a bad little harvest. It's an extra harvest we wouldn't have had. And I've cut these off just underground as well. Just need to chop these up. They'll go in the compost. Won't be doing it today. They can just stay there for now and dry out a bit. I need to tie these potatoes back because they're coming out over the path and they'll just fall over, and that'll be the end of those. As I said, I am getting little cauliflower heads on these. Cauliflowers now, I don't think they're going to amount to much, but hey, we'll take whatever we get. We'll leave them a bit longer anyways and see what we can get out of those. So I'm almost at a point now, well, I pretty much am at a point now where I can actually come back over here and concentrate on finishing off. Just clearing these beds down, start putting some to bed for winter and planting any other crops. I've got some brassicas over there, I've got some cabbage and calabrese, etc, etc, etc. And I might do that tomorrow, and then again I might not. Morning, welcome back to Alan's Allotment. So today I'm going to be transplanting some of these calabrese and cabbages. I'm almost frightened to put them in the ground. Look at the condition of these. We just kept potting them up and look at them. Still plenty of nutrients in those pots. Look at how healthy these are. I'm almost frightened to plant them. And the cabbages, look at these, beautiful, some of the best specimens I've ever grew. Another later crop of calabrese. These are autumn calabrese. I put some more primo cabbage in there. Those are the lettuce and onions that never came up. The primos look as though they're just starting now. And then yesterday we sowed some cauliflower, snowball, and some more little gem lettuce, some more lettuce, different brand, can't remember what to call them, and some more dwarf curly kale even. I do keep saying that. Right, all done. So that's basically what I'm planting for winter. So in here we've got 10 cabbages, we've got 3 tundra F1s. Never grew any of these varieties before, by the way, so this is a first. And then we've got 4 killers and then the last 4 are earliest of all. Again, never grew any of these. I'm looking for heart and cabbages more me, but again, hopefully we're going to get something. We never know. Let's wait and see. Now, these cabbages here, these are the primo too, and I've planted some more. I've sowed some more of these, and I'm going to put them in the polytunnel. But I can see now these are really firming up, and this damage I think is from the earlier slug damage. And I'm thinking now that we open this up and let the birds get at them, yeah, I think they've probably got a lot of them. Some of them may not make out, but 2 or 3 of them might make out. Yeah, they're good firm head on there. So we're just going to leave them and see what size we can get them to, and see if we can get a little bit of harvest. We chalked it up to being a loss in the first place, so if we get anything at all, that will be a bonus, and there'll just be a gap filler while we wait for these ones. So yeah, we have sowed some more cauliflower, but we'll see if we can get something out of these. The covers should have been off much sooner with these. They got too tall and they were all just packing into each other. They couldn't spread themselves out a bit. And although that is happening now. So I've put a string on here now, a washing line with steel braiding through it. And I just wrapped it round these sarpos to try and get them back a little bit off the path and keep them upright. I want to keep them going as long as I can. Touch wood, we've no blight yet. First sign of blight, the tops will come off and they will come out. It's just nice to actually do a bit of gardening now that all of the hard work is done with all the perimeter fence and all the tidying up, cleaning up and simplifying things going forward. I'm really enjoying just pottering and planting out a few plants. And now I don't need to keep on watering them and keeping them going. Nature will take care of these now. Obviously we'll watch them for a day or two just to make sure, and then we'll let nature take its course. I'll tell you something, having these ready-made cages, what a massive difference. Years ago I used to fight with hoops and nets and trying to pull them tight and trying to seal them around the edges, and bricks all over the place, lumps of wood, absolute nightmare. And so although it took me a little while to build these, they've already paid for themselves in no time at all. Basically we can just move them from bed to bed and reassemble like we just did. Instant protection, and of course in winter we can just unscrew all the panels and store them in the garage when we're finished. Like I said, I'm not going to be going mental this year planting winter crops. So I've got my cabbage in, and I've got some calabrese in over there. I've got some more calabrese on the go, just to follow on. And what else did I put? Yeah, I've got some lettuce in if they do come through. I'm not bothered if they don't, but if they do, we've got some lettuce. I've put some more primo cabbage in, and that'll go in the polytunnel. See if I can get some of those up. And I think I put, oh yeah, we put some more kale in, because we cut the kale out of here, the last 2 plants. We got the last harvest yesterday. Been going from March. We had 4 plants in there, and that's the last of them there. We still do have a lot of carrots to harvest, and now they're all thinned out even more. They should make out into half decent carrots. Getting there now, guys, getting there now. Still got all the little dwarf trees that we put in pots earlier to move and plant over in the other area when we prepare some ground, when I decide exactly what I'm doing and where. Still got these 2 beds to dig over. All these 5 have all been dug over, fish, blood and bone, and new compost. These will probably get a dressing of my own compost when it's ready, as will this one, and that one, that one, that one, and that one, and that one. None of those beds have had any fresh compost this year, but fish, blood and bone alone will make a difference, and we'll rake that in. And as I say, some of these will be put, most of these will be put to bed for winter now. Yep, and I will be making some, I will be eventually be making, over a period of time, covers that fit every single bed. Because yes, it's a winter project, but I can do them over a period of time, and then come next spring I've got a cover for every single bed. I can plant, cover, plant, cover, plant, cover. That job's a good one. That's the intentions anyway, guys. Just want to say thanks again for all your likes, comments, dislikes, subscriptions. I really do appreciate it, guys. If you want to follow me along, hit that big subscribe button down below, totally free. Select the bell icon, select all, and that will alert you every time I put up a new video. As always, guys, wherever you are in the world, please stay safe, be practical, keep yourselves out of harm's way. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you again in the next video.